Rainier Avenue Radio.
Do you feel uneasy on your feet? Need assistance to walk? Do you use a wheelchair and want to stand more? What if you could stand stronger, feel steadier on your feet? What would this mean for your daily life? Join our dance-based walking program to improve balance, coordination, strength, and stamina. Wednesdays in July and August at 2 p.m. at the iconic Columbia City Theater in partnership with Rainier Avenue Radio and Hugs and Power Nonprofit. Walkers, wheelchairs, and canes welcome. If you can stand and bear weight for even just 5 seconds, come dance to walk with Tango Stride.
All lovers, check out the Quiet Storm Dedication Show with Sergio LaCour on Love Lines. Thursdays, 9 p.m. Pacific on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
I love the music.
The Beat of the Fox with Nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
That's my noise.
Peace.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of StarTime. And back in my day, when we wanted to hear the radio, we had to stick a couple of coat hangers on Grandpa's head so his cavity fillings could pick up an AM station. But it's the 21st century now, so whenever I want to hear Rainier Avenue Radio.world, I listen to it on the brand new Rainier Avenue Radio app on my Android or iPhone. Download it for free at the Google Play Store or the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio.world app.
Something amazing happens when you buckle a seatbelt. It's kind of magic when we put our phones out of reach, like in the glove compartment, or give extra room for someone on their bike. That little act of stopping to let someone cross the street, it's a thing of beauty. Even getting a ride home after drinking is quite heroic, because doing all the little things plays a huge role in keeping us safe on the road. Together, we get there. A message from the Washington Traffic Safety Commission.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of StarTime, and when I'm not cooking up a batch of my famous wood-flavored chicken, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Have you ever went over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good?
What's good? You're locked into Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm D Money.
What's up? It's Pint Size Patron
IDYourself, you heard? Every Wednesday, 9 to 11, with interviews,
new hip hop and R&B,
straight from Washington streets and worldwide. Don't go nowhere. Here's the first song.
Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back, what you know about it? Not a damn thing. Still shining like a diamond in the pinky ring. Went to sleep to nightmares, turned them into dreams. Me and my niggas in focus, we on the bigger things. Bucket hat, let the wind blow. I'm just mobbing with my tents low. She just like to roll the endo. I just like to push the whip slow. Run up on me wrong and get that pissed off. Black Benz with the frame low. Gold chain, let it hang low. Double cups when I swing slow. Never pay attention when they acting funny. We don't even talk if it ain't about the money. We laughing at these niggas when they acting funny. Pull up in the scraper and I'm counting money. Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back. Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back.
I choosing passports. I gave them what they asked for. People with the trapper keeper. I'm back like a transport. I hit the gas and blast for it. Went and got that ass lord. I had my issue down. I heard your tape and hit fast forward. No comparison. My jewels, my kicks rarish. Fits cherished. Had dangling off my head like Tip Harris. This is that. This shit balling on you. You don't want no problems, Jack. Cross me and my wife gon' murder you. I promise that. Married to the pavement like a median. Sedan is what they see me in. 92, my tank is full of premium. The flow is liquid. My wave was so addictive. Champagne or yellow diamonds. I'm so conflicted. Reflection look like Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops. I still pull up to the park and hit the weed, smoking shoot hoops. Yeah. We got the whole block pumping. Stovetop Tony with the stovetop stuff, and I'm gone.
Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back. Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back.
Ride through the six. Tell me how you tough. Hanging with a snitch. Run around brawl. Talking about these pigs. Nothing up the work. This they fed up to the shit. With no bullshit. And my niggas spout action. Flow about these whips and these souls should be smashing. Really can't explain why these souls are getting blasted. I'm paid if you asking. Cry with a passion. Sitting wanna splurge. Should I chill, catch that shit? Stuck in this world with transactions. Nothing I'ma get it. This the why I respect it. Busy on the grind, but your fan get affected. Your girl might complain if she real, she accepted. You know I'm dead, Paul resurrected. It's me and the wife got the souls getting naked. Yeah, we got the souls getting naked. Cash.
Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back. Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back. Bucket hat like I'm Gilligan. I'm back sitting on the rims again. I'm back stepping in them Timbs again. I'm back whipping in the Benz again. I'm back.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice. Myself, D Money,
Patron,
and ID poking around the corner right there. ID yourself.
I was waiting for Patron to say his part.
But yeah, man, opening up tonight's program with some local hip hop from Beeman, a former guest of the show. I think we had him on about a year ago, actually, featuring another former guest of the show, Anthony Danza. It's called Bucket Hat.
That was a cool mellow joint. I like that.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who rocking them bucket hats out there, man.
Right. And you know what? Let me go ahead and give a shout out to Patron's haircut. That's a nice, cool little slick back too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And you got, you rock bucket hats, man. That's just like an anthem right there.
You got to do it, man. And if you want to hear more from Beeman, check out his new project, Player Conversation. There you go. We are live on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice every Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m. We interview artists. We play the latest music of the week, hip hop and R&B. And hey, we got a disco artist today, guys. Heard your game's JNA. It's actually spelled JNA.
I thought it was just JNA.
No, it's actually.
Well, like what did y'all think SZA's name was when SZA first came out?
SZA, because of the RZA and the Jizza.
Yeah, so
I thought she was Wu-Tang member. I thought they added her.
You thought SZA was a Wu-Tang member?
It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, man, he's starting early.
I mean, SZA ain't one to be effed with. No. All right. Anyway, before we bring in JNA, how was your guys' 4th?
Well. It was my lady's birthday, so we celebrated, watched the fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
My kids and my chihuahua aren't really too keen to fireworks, man. So I kept it kind of chill this year. You know what I'm saying? We listened to all the car alarms go off. Is what we did.
Oh my God!
It was a little intense because we sit next to a daycare, which is normally chill, and on the other side of us is a rest in peace, a mortuary and whatnot. And so like it's usually quiet on one side and really loud on the other side. But this year, like, I don't know if the funeral home people got a wild one up there behind, but like every direction of crib was going off, and like all the car alarms on both sides of the apartment complex was going off. And I don't live in that big of a complex, but all the cars were going off, yo. It was a trip.
Man.
For like 2 hours from like 10 to midnight, basically.
I was having a pretty similar experience to ID there. I mean, obviously his dog's.
Did your cat like fireworks?
My cat was terrified, man. She was.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't even get my dog outside.
Duck and cover, like it was a huge war zone, and it was right outside the door too, man. I live on 23rd and Jackson, if folks don't know, and they was shooting up fireworks right in the Walgreens parking lot.
You said you live. You said you walk your cat though, and I couldn't even walk my dog. Did you walk your cat?
I mean, not recently. I just special occasions, stuff like that. Whenever she's down for it.
They call that a fraidy cat.
Oh, Miles Salvador says happy belated birthday to your lady, Patron.
Thank you.
Man, got to shout out Miles Salvador, always showing us love every week, man. And we appreciate everyone else who wants to show us love. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Feel free to jump in those comments, man. But I think it's time to bring in our guest of the night. So a disco artist, yo, goes by the name of Jenna. Let's bring her in.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome.
Gotta bring you in some applause.
I know, I like that. It woke me up a little bit.
I know, right? It's a little late for some folks, but
for me, I'm ready to go to bed.
Are you ready to go to bed now?
But I'm so happy to be here, though. I'm happy to be hanging out with you guys.
We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
So as I was saying, Jenna, I thought it was JNA, and I thought it was your initials.
It's not my initials. It is the initials of my children. So that's where it comes from. Yeah.
That's clever.
And it just so happens to work out that the oldest, my middle, and my youngest, it worked out that
you could have been in here calling yourself Jan.
Yeah, that would not have been cute.
Hey,
that would not have been cute. So it might have worked. I could have rocked it. I might have rocked it.
Do you mind if we ask the names of your children?
No, yeah. So it's Jackson, Noah Bell, and Alexander.
Great
names.
Those are my kids. Yeah.
That's dope.
Shout out to my baby.
I heard this comedian talking the other day, and this comedian said that he heard this one lady. She named her daughter Denise, but then she named her son DeNephew. So I was like, all right, well, we got to start screening these names.
Where did DeNephew? DeNephew is very original. That's.
Oh,
I like that.
Oh, Miles Salvador says hi, Jenna.
Hi, Miles. Hello.
Miles showing a lot of love already from the jump, yo. If it's your first time ever tuning in to the show, like I said at the jump, we do play new hip hop, new R&B. We also engage with a couple other things with our guests, man. Along the way, we do some birthday shout outs, and also we play a little game called Take Your Pick. And then we probe our minds a little bit when we ID the question later on as well. And all along, we want you involved there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and as well as follow us on the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia. And hey, if you're watching in that Facebook group, make sure you sign your name if you do comment. Otherwise, it'll show up as Facebook user, unfortunately. But facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia. We want to know who you are, obviously, so we can shout you out. Music on the show, Spotify playlist. You can download that and listen to all the music from tonight's program. Hear it again. Fresh Juice Mix 2022, Fresh Juice Mix 2022. You can follow Fresh Juice on IG and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. Fresh Juice Media on IG and Twitter. We got clips from the show on there, future guest announcement, pictures of our guest after the show, all that kind of beautiful stuff there. And you can check out past editions of the show by going to mixcloud.com/freshjuicepodcast, mixcloud.com/freshjuicepodcast. Of course, everything, Linktree Linktree/FreshJuiceMedia. That includes our YouTube channel. And I can see that Jenna is getting a nice sip of this juice. Tonight's
some fresh juice.
It's a nice juice. Cran grape.
The original.
Cran grape.
It hits.
Yeah. Cran grape's a good little blend. I'm not a wine fan, but I like grape.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true about a lot of people, but
they're completely separate, I think. Yeah, I'm not a wine fan lover either, but grape juice hits different. It really hydrates, quenches the thirst.
Feel that?
I think.
If you had to choose either grape or cran grape, which one would you rather go with?
Cran grape, for sure. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm more pure, but
yeah, I'm not a big fan of mixing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of mixing my fruits. I feel like those joints is something about and they do hit different. But like for me personally, I like the all concentrated. I might have to dilute this a little bit kind of juice.
Yeah, right.
I always had you pegged as a Neapolitan fan.
Like the ice cream.
I'm gonna leave Patron alone for this whole episode. Patron is spicy today.
Oh man, I think we're ready for another joint. So how about we get this R&B joint here from Glow out of Dallas. Glow actually stands for Gifted League of Writers, and this features Taylor Pace. It's called Give It Up right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Fresh Juice. Jenna's here. We're not going anywhere. We're live until 11. Here's some Glow. Give it up.
You got that fire that keeps me hot. A solo touch keeps it rising to the top, baby. No one moves me like it's just non-stop. I wanna give it up. You make an entrance that moves the crowd, twirling like you do. You're really getting down dirty. Never let your feet touch the ground. I wanna give it up. Oh, baby. Give it up. Let me give it up to you. Give it up. Wanna give my heart to you. Give it up. Let me give my all for you. Give it up. I wanna give it up. See the light come through, baby. Keep it blazing, keep me sizzling hot. Screaming love, it's really coming out dirty. No questions, never out of doubt. I do. On the dance floor, we're in the zone. Spin right around. Keeps my mind blown, baby. Don't leave me here all alone. I just wanna give it to you. Oh, to you. With my all. Yeah. Give it up. Let me give it up to you. Give it up. I wanna give my heart to you. Give it up. Let me give my all for you. Give it up. I wanna give it up. Oh, baby. Give it up. Let me give it up to you. Give it up. I wanna give my heart to you. Give it up. Let me give my all for you. Give it up. I wanna give it up. I just wanna give it up. I just wanna let me give it to you, for you. Give it up. Let me give it up to you. Give it up. I wanna give my heart to you. Give it up. Let me give my all for you. Give it up. I wanna give it up. Oh, baby. Give it up. Let me give it up to you. Give it up. Wanna give my heart to you. Give it up. Let me give my all for you. Give it up. Baby. Give it up. Oh, baby. Give it up. Let me give my all to you.
it up for Glow. That's Give It Up, featuring Taylor Pace out of Dallas. New R&B on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
That was jamming. Out to Texas.
That was hard.
Yeah, man. Good music right there. We're live here with our guest, Jenna.
Hello.
That's something I kind of hear like I feel like they would play that on like the Shark Tale movie with Will Smith. Like when he finally got to that part in the movie where like he was like gonna get the girl back and stuff, and once he like got it, would have been like Give It Up, would have started playing, and all the fish would have started dancing and stuff.
I can see that. Yeah, it was giving that vibe.
Yeah,
that's one of them jams. You feel me? Where like all the characters in the scene would just start dancing. Like I just see that.
It was definitely an upbeat. I was getting real gospel vibes from it. Like, give it up.
For real.
And I was asking you behind the scenes, like if it was like if you thought it was a disco song.
Yeah, it gave disco energy, but then I also got a little bit of that gospel vibe. Like I just really wanted to put my hands up and just give it up to the Lord, give it up to glory.
Okay,
you know.
I see it.
I guess because my thing is like I have trouble breaking down the genre with disco. With like, what about Silk Sonic? Is that disco?
Yes.
Okay. Silk Sonic is disco. Okay.
To me,
yes.
What about Days Break My Soul?
No, see that's like Vogue, early 90s. Neo Soul.
No?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like maybe it evolved.
It was right before my time though. Like because my parents were just
and that's the thing with everybody's time and that's the thing, like you just said, Patron, with everybody's time, we have a different perspective of what pop and jazz and all these like real like specific spectrums of R&B, are.
Like when I tell my parents, like back when I was telling my parents I was going to the club, they would ask me if I'm going disco. Like
going to the discotheque?
Yeah.
Don't do that no more.
I mean, I know we always want to throw around this line that like disco's dead, if it will, but I mean, you're a disco artist. Silk Sonic's channeling disco, and it seems to still continue.
It's coming back for sure.
So it's making its run back.
I don't think it ever really died necessarily. There's always been influences of disco music and like pop music and R&B. Even rap.
Well, because they're calling it house music, and to me, it just
you can't tell me you haven't seen a John Travolta movie where that man that come out with the wingtips on the collar, like he wasn't ready to just hit that disco move on you any given moment, like he was back on that one movie from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But
Night Fever.
Bro, like disco is just like. Thank you very much. That is the one I'm thinking about, and like it's just an era. You can't like you can encompass it with like Elvis. You can encompass it with John Travolta. But anybody that just chose to throw them wingtips on and get that little kind of like that chip on their shoulder, they already knew what you were kind of like, what kind of energy you were kind of bringing. It was the disco energy, and that was a whole lot. Disco energy is like almost timeless, man.
Right, because disco actually kind of like went into funk a little bit because it was disco funk
a little bit.
Like talking about Silk Sonic, and I was thinking, well, they got Bootsy Collins on there hosting it.
Yeah,
but he was funk. But it was like it kind of did blend into
Earth, Wind, and Fire, kind of that. Just it did. It evolved into funk, and then I think like what you're talking about, ideas like the culture of disco.
Right.
I think maybe that died a little bit and evolved
because the people were really like because the people were really eccentric back then, and they were really interactive, and they were cross-pollinate their cultures based on the music alone. They weren't worried about what you looked like. They want to know if you was going to be able to do the new dance move that they didn't know about or something. They was really into the dancing, into the music behind it. So there was a lot that I fed off of that era.
Right. And what made you go that direction, Jenna?
It's just been I've always loved that style of music, like Casey and the Sunshine Band, and let's think, Chic, Shaka Khan, and it just makes you happy. Wow. It's just a happy kind of music. There's no fighting, there's no the boy is mine or whatever it is. It's just happy music. I love Brandy and Monica. I love that is an iconic song. But I'm just like, they were just talking about
she jumped right into the boy is mine out of nowhere.
I just mean
I feel you though. It wasn't so
there was none of that.
It was like super slutty
catty stuff.
They did have they did have their innuendos.
Yeah, it's just
she got real deep in the voice with it though. She's like, the boy is mine. You know what I'm saying? Like she was trying to put it really like mine. Like just, you know what I'm saying? That's real right there. Like just
That's how deep it went. That's how real she was.
So were you listening to a lot of old school stations growing up?
Oh yes. Oh yes. My dad listened to always in the car. It was an AM station, and I can't remember the name of it to save my life, but it was like
I couldn't stand them AM stations.
I could not either, but I swear he always had it on, and it was like a black R&B, funk, soul kind of station, and always played. I can't remember it. I need to ask him now because it's gonna drive me crazy.
Here?
Oh yeah, I'm from the CD. 30th and Cherry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and then in the house, my mom would always play like Anita Baker and Michael Jackson was always like, it's cliche, but I adored Michael Jackson as a child.
Shaka Khan was like spring cleaning music, man. You got a groove
Totally.
cleaning around.
Absolutely. So yeah, my mom and dad just played their hits, and so it was always around us. Always.
Yeah, you definitely have not left your roots.
No.
You staying right there.
No.
No experimentation.
That's what I know. And it's good.
Yeah.
It works.
They say do what you know.
Exactly.
They do say that. They do say that, man.
So
yeah, man, when you gotta clean them walls, man, when you gotta clean those walls, man, ain't no mountain high enough. You know what I'm talking about?
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Marvin Gaye and some Stevie Wonder, and you're good.
Those classics, man. I was talking to someone the other day, like these old school stations, they play 50s, they play 60s, they play 70s, 80s, they'll go into 90s, but it's like, is the 2000s and the 2010s ever going to be nostalgic?
No.
I don't.
They're going to play 50s
No,
and 60s music in 2050 and 2060.
Yeah, because it's going to be classic. I
was talking to somebody. He goes, bro. He goes, our old school is like Coolio, and these kids is now old school is like Juvenile back that behind up. And I'm like, dog, like, that's facts.
That's okay. I think that's
He said, nah.
I think that's as far as it's going to go, though.
I was gonna say Ashanti still be ringing off. Like when they play her, it still goes, and she still gets a lot of respect. It's kind of for somebody that hasn't been so active as of recently.
I'm just trying to see like where the cutoff is, man. You know, we never know where the cutoff's going to be, where the kids like don't know what artist that is or whatever. You know.
I think the Hot Boys, that's where it's going to stop.
The Hot Boys. The 99 and the 2000s, and then we're just done.
Yeah. I can't see like Slim Thug and a classic. Like, that's that old Slim Thug kid. Like,
I rock with Slim Thug. Man.
I mean, but I don't know.
Slim Thug.
He's probably very nice.
He's a nice person.
He's probably very nice.
Oh my god. My mom's checking in. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Yep. All right, just in time for the break. So we're going to take a little break, pay some bills. When we come back, let's do some birthday shout-outs. We're here live on Rainier Avenue Radio Fresh Juice with our guest, Jenna. We'll play some music from her as well, so stay right here.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not hearing men compare women to residential real estate, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
The Waterfront Block Party 2022, hosted by Friends of the Waterfront Seattle, is coming up Saturday, July 9th at Pier 62 from 4 to 8 p.m. It's free and all ages. Celebrate the arrival of summer at Pier 62 with your waterfront neighbors, featuring free live music, dance, parades, food trucks, a beer garden, and more. Come on down to Pier 62 and celebrate the summer at the Waterfront Block Party, July 9th, with friends, family, and the community.
Tune in to Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3 here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Join your hosts Violetta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
Kind of nonsense conversation we're having here.
The Neon Ghost Show. The Neon Ghost Show. Right here on Rainier
Wait, what's it? Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right about now.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I am so tired. I have to pee.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, this is the kid Legacy Jones. You are now listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your host D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID-yourself. You heard?
You the one that make me wanna get my money right. You the one, so please make sure you keep that tight. You the one, girl, please don't throw me back to the streets. You the one, girl, please don't make a liar out of me. You the one that make me wanna get my money right. You the one, so please make sure you keep that tight. You the one, girl, please don't throw me back to the streets. You the one, girl, please don't make a liar out of me. You the one for me. I hope these feelings mutual, girl, don't run from me, run with me. Set my pride aside, I keep a if they think I'm playing by my I ain't gonna cross the line, that ain't never that, tell the truth. A lot of in my phone, but I choose you. You the one that do it for me, ain't no substitute. Take my first milli, baby, half that go to you. That's all of the panties and I'm soaking up the we're the winner, yeah, you know I got the juice. You know I'm thirsty for you, stop playing with me. Watching you walk the way you walk and I'm playing for keeps. How much it costs, I pay the fee, girl, that's just how I gotta be. What would it take for me to get a pick? You know I'm trying to see. Already said it once, but I'ma tell the truth. Out all the freaks on my phone, I choose you. Just not an easy feat. I get to running when you call, that's a need for speed. I really wish it would keep that fire on me. You the one that make me wanna get my money right. You the one, so please make sure you keep that tight. You the one, girl, please don't throw me back to the streets. You the one, girl, please don't make a liar out of me. You the one that make me wanna get my money right. You the one, so please make sure you keep that tight. You the one, girl, please don't throw me back to the streets. You the one, girl, please don't make a liar out of me. You the one for me.
Woo! You the One by Jada Ali out of Flint, Michigan. New music on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. Myself, D-Money.
I love these love songs.
Well,
I do yourself, you heard?
Gotta love the love songs, man. It seems like we got a theme tonight, yo. Our guest is Jenna.
You know what's messed up, man? Everybody keeps saying, my bad. I'm so sorry. That was that Ja Rule, Ashanti. They were at the fair festival thing.
What?
That's fair.
What song was that, y'all? And they were imitating Grease, the movie.
I don't know.
Happy? No. Grease.
No, that's Pharrell. I'm talking about Ashanti and Ja Rule.
It's not foolish.
No, you remember.
There we go. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Is that the one?
That's not the one where they're imitating Grease. I thought
I just missed when they would take like the movies and they put it into the music.
Gotcha.
And this song that y'all just played, it reminded me of like a themed like old school movie. Like it gave me a vibe.
It kind of did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's 9. On that note, it's 9:31 p.m. on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. We got our guest Jenna here in the building. You know what it is. We're sipping some cranberry grape and do some birthday shout outs. So we'll recognize a couple people in the scene first. Down in Tacoma, AWOL, aka Two Piece. It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy
We
birthday,
got
brother.
Q Dot. His birthday was yesterday. Big person in at least my career. Coming out of college, he was the guy who got me to be a music director for his station, and he started my career in radio there for Juice Radio. So big celebrations to Q Dot for his birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
And today, Jordy
birthday,
Sam,
man.
recent guest of the show, out of I think Bremerton.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
It's Tay Sean's birthday today.
Oh, Tay.
Of Cloud Nice.
Happy birthday.
On Monday, DJ Peg, who's been in this scene for a long time, repping the scene as a DJ, trend breaking here in the Seattle scene. So shouts out to him. Monday, it'll be his birthday. And what about the rest of y'all? You guys got shout outs?
Birthday, bro.
Yeah, my woman's birthday was on July 4th.
Yes.
And also, happy anniversary to my sister.
Okay. Nice.
My sister's birthday was June 30th.
June 30th.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
Olivia.
birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday to her.
Well, what you got, ID?
I got an anniversary of my car club president. My car club president and his wife. They just had their anniversary yesterday. And then I got a birthday for my dude Jetpack J out of Queens, New York. It was his birthday yesterday too.
Okay. Jetpack J.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that pack be flying. That pack be flying. Jetpack J, man. He don't never look. And his name has been that for like that. You know, like they made you change your name on Facebook to like your real name a while back ago, whatever. They never made my man change his name. And I asked him, I was like, yo, they never thought that was like a fake name. He's like, nah, man, for some reason they really thought that somebody like named me Jetpack J when I was born.
Was because he's fast? He just
takes
running
off.
the street.
Nah.
Like,
But the pack be flying, yo. That pack be flying. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
My mom wants to recognize some
That's all I
future
can say.
birthdays in
Shout
our
out, man.
family. My sister Ruth is on the 30th of this month, July 30th, and my niece Annalie on the 26th of July. So
Happy early birthday.
happy
to both of them.
birthdays.
yeah, we'll be recognizing those in a couple of weeks for sure. And my mom also wants to know about if you were talking about Grease.
We're talking about Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Yeah.
Imitated.
Well, yeah, the Grease movie is the one they imitated in the music video. They imitated the movie Grease, and like Ja Rule and Ashanti were like rocking back and forth, just like at the end of the movie in Grease. And like I just can't remember what record they were actually
I feel you. He was eating cotton candy and stuff like that.
I want to say it's happy. I know you thought I was talking about Pharrell, but it's
I think you might be right. I think
it's like all I
Happy
really
like,
need for you. You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Side little.
That's the one.
But at the end of it, they're like at a little carnival or something, and she's like,
yeah, they're like rocking back and forth, like doing the little
yeah.
Man, that's
the one. You're right.
Lady's
You're
a big
absolutely right.
Ashanti fan too.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to ask her.
Man, speaking of
I'm googling it. You're good.
We have to figure this out now.
Speaking of my mom, I mean, she was always bumping old school down when I was growing up all the time. So she was all about the disco. This is all. Okay. This is going to be her episode right here. I guess.
Yeah, this is her jam, huh?
Right, this is her jam. She's gonna like this music from Jenna. I'm sure of it. So, and we're gonna get to one of these joints right here. I know. It's an interesting story because you dropped the video to this joint. You said 8 years ago.
Yes.
For Tell Me Why.
Yes.
So tell me why you dropped Tell Me Why 8 years
ago.
Tell
me why.
Tell you why. So there's a story.
I bet there is.
It's not really very interesting, but
what had happened?
What had happened was I got broke. No. But no, so I've been doing music for a really long time, from since I was about 16 years old. I've been doing music, and I wanted to make this disco EP and put it out into the world. I was 26 at the time, 27 around there, and I made it. I wrote it and produced it and all that jazz, but then I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. And so I put it up on SoundCloud. It lived there. I made a music video, and that's where it's at. And I was kind of okay with that. I'd like be, you know, at parties after a few cocktails and be like, listen to my music. Isn't it so good? That's what I would do. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm pretty famous. But anyway, but then the pandemic hit and I was like, this just cannot be life. And, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 and I love my kids and I love my life and my husband and everything. But I started feeling like I was incomplete and like I wasn't being fulfilled. And I've loved to do music. And I had this EP and music video. And I was just like, I'm going to do it. I'm done having kids. I'm still kind of young. And why not?
I was like Aunt Viv in the new Bel Air.
Exactly. Exactly.
Getting back to the art. Yeah.
So, so I'm doing it. And, you know, if it goes nowhere, at least I tried. And, you know, we'll see.
I will say this, though. You're not in like a crowd. Like everybody wants to rap, right?
Right.
Everybody wants to sing, but you're doing disco. So it's not like that's flooded. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't got a flooded
oversaturated. It's not an oversaturated genre.
Right.
So looking back on it, you know, making the track, making the video, does the lyrics and the tone and does that still ring for you in the same light yesterday as opposed to today, 5-8 years later?
Totally. I think everybody can relate to what I'm saying. Essentially, it's about everybody's been in a situation where they've had a relationship and they've been obsessed with said person or, you know, sprung off of somebody. And,
T-Pain.
You know,
Yo, that was prime time, bro. That was prime time.
Yes, T-Pain. Everybody's been T-Pained before. But and then you know, things don't work out the way you want, and so you guys part ways, but you still can't get that person out your mind. So it's like, tell me why I can't get rid of you out of here, why I can't let you go. Like, I know you're no good for me, but why can I just not stop thinking about you? So yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm married now, so I don't really have that problem.
That was Mr. Right before Mr. That was Mr. Right now, not Mr. Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right now. Oh my God.
That man came with the McDonald's burgers, but he should have brought organic fruit.
Yep.
What?
I feel
should have brought that.
He's not wrong. Eat healthy.
I guess
Eat healthy.
You see, the Rastaman. We only deal with the fruit.
It was that what's quick and easy, but not what's good for you. You know, right?
I love it.
Right.
Let's give it a spin, man.
Hey, I got this jacket that says this jacket on the back of it. It's a denim jacket, and they put a patch on it. And it's like a pink and red and yellow patch, and it says "Don't be eye candy, be soul food." I love that jacket. But that's basically essentially what you're saying.
Word. Well, let's give it a spin. It's 8 years in the making, but it's still dope. It's "Tell Me Why" by Jenna. Right now.
Something, but I can't. Nothing can stop me from loving you. I go about my day, I try to keep my cool, but somehow I end up looking like a fool. I see your face in everything, I see it in my morning tea. I need you like the air I breathe. Tell me why can't I be rid of you? My head is spinning, I can't try. Alone in my bed late at night, wishing you'd come home, but you know where it's at. Imagining your arms wrapped around me tight. It's a sickness I can't shake it. Can somebody please tell me why
Tell me why.
That was groovy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was groovy.
Thank you.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. Myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
And ID.
IDYourself, you heard?
We had him in the dark there for a second, man.
Where are you going?
My bad. I had to check out my kid.
Security check
on my son.
Check the perimeter.
Got it, man. You always got to do that. So, as far as making music, and we've asked many artists this before, between making music before kids and making music after kids, how was that transition for you?
I am tired.
I bet.
I'm in the works of recording some new songs, and I was at the studio today, and I was like, after 2.5 hours, I was like, I'm done. I'm ready to go home.
I'm done.
People don't realize how mentally exhausting lyricism is. It's not about a lot of times, it's like, okay, so you get a set of energy that it takes to write the lyrics. Then you need a set of energy that it's going to take for you to record those vocals. Then it's going to be another set of energy for you to actually perform it for the first time, because then that becomes like second nature and like muscle memory at a certain point. You can kind of perform almost any song at a certain point of doing it in repetition, like with your eyes closed. But it's like all those different phases of a single, it's a lot of energy.
I was gonna say not only that, but also being a stay-at-home mom is, like I think of like a woman that has like 8 children.
Oh my God.
Who could come home from work and do anything after, you know what I mean?
8
knowing
children,
there's eight.
You don't go to work.
You don't
go to work.
It'd be crazy.
But my youngest son is taken to waking up screaming for nothing at 6 a.m. and we know it's nothing.
Like night terrors?
No, he's just like, nah. He's playing. He's fine, but we can hear you. Like, keep it down.
See, my son just turned 1, right? And I had the day off today, so my lady was at work, and I was just thinking, like, man, she so much stuff that she just does naturally.
Mm-hmm.
One, like I don't operate that way. I don't even think to
comfort
that. You know what I mean?
It's just so yeah. So we're just in the bed like at 6 a.m. Just so. I'm just tired.
My son just wakes up.
That's cute.
He just starts cracking up.
But then they're sweet like that, and you're just like, oh, I love you, you little monster.
do you do like rotations with the husband? Like, I'm gonna take this night, you take that night, or
we rock paper scissors.
Rock paper scissors.
Because our daughter, who's 3, she'll just we have a baby monitor. She'll just be like, Mama, Daddy,
yeah.
Mama. And she doesn't want anything either.
You know what's messed up? I feel like they use those like walkie-talkies because they know what it does. So they just walk up to it and start talking to that joint like, yo, I already know you can hear me, fam.
Yeah. Just straight up look into the camera like, what's up? I need you. Like,
my girl found this light bulb, and it's a light bulb with a camera in it. I think I might have to order that joint, but it's like they're getting too smart for these gadgets, man.
They are. So
for real.
Oh my God.
Do you the children listen to
I'm over here like, look, I swear, bro, like on everything I love, I'm about to get like a password. You know, like those Explorers, those Ford Explorers got the little password for your finger. You can like type in the password with the numbers on the side of the door. I swear on everything I love, I'm about to get them doorknobs for my household doors.
Word.
You have the little doorknob thingies that like, I'm gonna send you a pack. But yes,
because man, I'm over here like my little 7-year-old is doing the most.
So that was yesterday. The kids listen to music.
They do. My eldest son is embarrassed by me.
Embarrassed?
But he's 11 and he's just like,
yo, so do you guys think you're gonna be the embarrassing parents? Like,
wow,
Mom, that's not hip no more. Dad, that's not cool no more.
What, is he like there's not enough trap in it or something?
Yeah. Or just the fact that I do it anyway.
What is this church music?
Yeah.
Like, Mom, you need to be auto-tuning everything, Mom. Where's your Millie walk, Mom? I need you to dab it out once for the.
Oh no, I do. I'm like, yeah, let's dab it, and he's everything I do is cringy. I'm on TikTok, and he's like, you're too old to be on TikTok. Like,
oh wow,
you are just too old to
do
11.
Anything.
Yeah, I'm just like, sit down.
What do you know?
But my 3-year-old, she's like, Mommy's song.
I mean, kids will make fun of you in like a real accurate way, man.
And it's mean. It's hurtful.
It
It's
is
very hurtful.
Taking that to heart.
It's only because you told them to be like we teach them to be accurate and very, very precise, and then they ask us like, Daddy, why when you stop moving your stomach keep moving still? And it's like you don't really know how to
Because they're honest. It's like, you know what? Sometimes
they're really precise.
I know kids really just don't have a filter, man. They just whatever they be thinking, they be coming out.
No filter.
It's so genuine, though.
It's wholesome, yeah.
But unfortunately, wholesome and genuine stuff are stuff we don't really want to be hearing all the time, you know?
Yeah, she says wholesome. I say concentrated.
Concentrated. What, like juice?
Yeah, I need to buy the teaspoonful, fam. You might want to give me like a millimeter at a time.
Yeah. A week.
Milliliter. I'm sorry, milliliter. Apologies. Milliliter.
Oh man! So to change gears, the EP is out. It has such an interesting title. It's like it's channeling like Drake vibes. You know, I want to say something that's specific, but it's I have good taste. For some reason, I like you.
I just thought it made a lot of sense.
Okay, yeah, I really want to go into that.
Yeah,
I really want to break that down. I want
Sure.
to break that down. We need to unpack that.
I hate that word.
So, can I unpack?
Oh my god, I hate that word. But let's unpack it.
All right, no, I got a better one for you. We got a millennial term we'll use. We'll use the millennial term. Let's bust it down, okay? Let's bust it down.
Okay.
Bust
it,
in honor of the 11-year-old.
That's for your son. I did that for your son. So like, what about you feels that you had or have? Where's the bad taste? I'm trying to figure out where the taste buzz, the taste factor. What element of taste are you really referencing towards when you say bad taste?
No, yeah, good taste.
I have good taste.
But for some reason, go ahead.
But for some reason, I like you. So
so in the sense that he would be bad taste. I'm sorry. Sorry. I went a little backwards with that.
All of the songs kind of center. Well, it's four songs, but they all kind of center around relationship traumas, or just dealing with crappy dudes that I've dealt with. They're all like personal. They are real, like things that I've gone through.
Nice shot. That's a nice photo.
That's
thank
the EP
you.
cover. Yeah, that's the
Thank
cover.
you. So, so it just made sense because I feel like I am a good, smart person that should have her wits about her and know what's going on. So I feel like I have some good taste, quote unquote good taste when it comes to, making good decisions. But for some reason, I keep after these little roaches out here.
I was gonna say that ironically, to have good taste, you have to try the bad stuff.
That is exactly.
That's really, really wise of you to say in an emotional reference. That's really smart, Patron. That's absolutely right.
I was just talking about tastes.
Right.
You can't have the good without knowing what the bad is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But for some reason, I like
this goes right into my ID the question, but you'll figure that out later. I'll explain later.
Ooh, he's teasing y'all because it's
Yeah,
coming.
a little foreshadowing.
It's coming.
A little bit.
It's coming in the future.
Now I'm
A little
scared.
bit.
But, I know.
I made sure I had a good one for you because I didn't want to go too overboard. So I went to the private chat of the podcast and I texted them two really, really, really heavy questions. I was like, this one might be too heavy than the other one, but this one's a little lighter than the other one. And so they picked one, and I'm gonna go with it. But it's good. It ties right into what we're talking about, so it's
I
perfect.
thought you were just asking us those questions on the whim.
No, he was just saying I need the question. any.
Will you tell me the other question after we discuss it? Because now I'm curious about both.
No, it's way too extra. No, it's way too extra.
Okay.
It's way too extra. It almost tarnishes me as a character, so I don't want you to think badly of me for thinking of it.
I didn't know you were a character. I didn't know is this a scripted or no, I'm playing.
I wouldn't think
Since last year.
Well, scripted. But back to the conversation. It gives you vibes like you're speaking about someone specific, but is this like a general, like these are all of my past relationships, for some reason I like you type of deal, or was
No, it was one person.
It's one person.
But we
in
I feel like Drake does the same thing. He's always channeling like one person on his records, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say that, like, is this like your okay, I'm done for real? Because you know, it's like closure in a sense. If I'm kind of like feeling this right.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, it was very,
like you were mentioning, you know, it's like, okay, why is it like every time I let you go, I kind of let you kind of weasel back in, and then at a certain point, obviously, you said you're very happy in your current relationship and your kids and everything, and so it's like to get to that place, you had to leave open space for that new man to make a new home in your heart, and in order to do that, you had to let go of everything else before.
absolutely. And there, you know, there's definitely like a lot of past relationship trauma that helped influence it, but it was definitely one person where I was just like, I'm done washing my hands of this, and that's 100% very true.
Oh my god.
Yo, Daniel seems like he just thinks it's funny because he's not an F boy.
Well, I'm not.
And he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if you were, you'd be the last to know.
Yeah, because he's like,
that's good.
I feel like he's done his dirt. I feel like Daniel's done his dirt.
D Money's nice.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
Nice, you know. Yeah, but
Well, we're gonna find out during ID the question is what we're gonna do.
Ooh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to take a break then. Let's take a commercial break real quick.
Y'all just want to do the.
Let's take a commercial break real quick, pay some bills. When we come back, we're going to play our game show, Take Your Pick. ID the questions coming later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Keep those comments coming. We love y'all. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
What up, y'all? It's Marina Lotus here with Rainier Avenue Radio on Fresh Juice with D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Y'all have long-ass names.
The Waterfront Block Party 2022, hosted by Friends of the Waterfront Seattle, is coming up Saturday, July 9th at Pier 62 from 4 to 8 p.m. It's free and all ages. Celebrate the arrival of summer at Pier 62 with your waterfront neighbors, featuring free live music, dance, parades, food trucks, a beer garden, and more. Come on down to Pier 62 and celebrate the summer at the Waterfront Block Party, July 9th, with friends, family, and the community.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women Empowerment Talk Radio, your roadmap to business success. Tune in every Sunday at 3 p.m. on RainierAvenueRadio.world, providing resources and sharing motivational experiences from the everyday entrepreneur. Tune in Women Empowerment Talk Radio every Sunday, 3 p.m. on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
This is Tyrone with God Is, and the inspiration of gospel music also on RainierAvenueRadio.world. We give out free food each and every Saturday from 11 to 2. And so we want you to come on out and support us when we love on your community. And we also have a fish fry once a month. We want to raise funds, put back into the community. And so come on and support us. We need your love. And also, if you want to be connected with us, go to RainierAvenueRadio.world, to the website, Facebook, Instagram, and God Is. And as God Is got a website, we need your help, community. So come on out and get your free food each and every Saturday it is. And so we asking for donation, whatever you feel to give from your heart to the mind. And as we're doing it right here for you, go to our website and touch love and give back. And so come on by 810 23rd Avenue, RainierAvenueRadio.world, your community radio station and inspiration of all the things we do in your community.
You already know who it is. It's your girl, I Am Shamel, and this is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your hosts, D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Hello, this is Siri Black. I just got back to my hotel room in Norway. It's in the middle of the night, so I'm about to fall asleep. But before I do that, I would like to thank you for listening. And I hope you enjoy Let the World Unite. And I hope you remember to keep choosing love. There is so much more good in the world than bad. Even though at times it might not seem like it, there is. Like, the bad things we see aren't really representative of humanity. So just remember that. Keep choosing love. Love yourself. Love everyone else. Sprinkle love around like it It just makes everything better, okay? So, this is Siri Black. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. This is Let the World Unite. Mwah. Love.
It's the time to give in. The world is beating and I don't know how to stop it. Will the good ever win? When it can't get any worse, let's find a way to top it. Where do we go from here? It's hard to find a way when you're controlled by fear. Surrender your doubt. Be the light that gon' draw darkness out. In this together, we're all the same. So let the world unite. Come together, clean out the toxic thought. Let the world unite. We're forever moving in the rhythm of God. Let the world unite. We're awake when we're all equal. That's the word for power to the people. Come together, honey, just shine your light. Let the world unite. We know who we are. Conscious beings on a higher vibration. Orbit a star. Erase all the borders, let Earth be our nation. It's time we pick up the pace. If we're running in place, we'll lose the human race. Life is a gift, and it can be magical if we just let it go within or go without. We're all the same, so let the world unite. Come together, clean out the toxic thought. Let the world unite. We're forever moving in the rhythm of God. Let the world unite. We're awake when we're all equal. That's the word for power to the people. Come together, honey, just shine your light. Let the world unite. So let the world unite. Come together, clean out the toxic thought. Let the world unite. We're forever moving in the rhythm of God. Let the world unite. We're awake when we're all equal. That's the word for power to the people. Come together, honey, just shine your light. Let the world unite. Let the world unite. Let the world unite.
Let the World Unite by Siri Black out of Norway. Shouts out to her for that opening.
Yo, where'd it go?
There, yeah.
She is gorgeous.
Yes.
What happened? Where do I gotta put the other earpiece in? Do I gotta where's the music going?
That made my heart smile.
Yeah, that is.
I'm trying to find the music.
Right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. She will actually be on the show on August 3rd, so you can tune in a couple weeks when she's on a program here in a month. But of course, you're listening in live. It is 10:01 p.m. Myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
ID yourself.
ID yourself, yeah.
Also,
ID himself.
I mean, he need to be quicker to the ID, no. But also have our guest in studio, Jenna. It's spelled JNA. It's actually the initials of her own kids. A beautiful acronym.
I really would wish for Jenna and Siri Black to do a record so I can go on YouTube and type in Jenna Siri Black type beat and just all the vibes just pour into my computer.
Oh my god, I would love that. She like that song really. I was just like,
I'm just putting the energy in the air, so I hope that
she manifest. Let's manifest
this episode or something. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That joint was worldly though. I could like see that in like a Disney movie.
Yeah, right.
It was so nice. It was just a good feel good.
It's dope that she's out of Norway too. So
love that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, Patron.
Shout out
when he gets the girl back, all the fish start singing, bro. Let the world unite.
What?
Oh my! I could see that. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
You see me down there on the fit. You see me down there on the ocean floor with the John Travolta fit. You know what I'm saying, with the wingtips. You know what I'm saying, you gotta let the world unite. You gotta
put the scuba gear on.
Got Stupid Steve up in here.
ID on the flippers.
I don't know where this is going, so we're gonna move on, and we're gonna do our.
Let's go to this game. Let's play this game.
Yeah, we're gonna play our game show. Take your pick. So it's really simple to play, y'all. It's based on a card game where there are two.
Am I delayed this week? What is going on?
There are 2 options on each card.
You're ahead on some of them.
And you choose one of those options. And we want you all to play along, of course, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Don't think too hard about it. Just whatever your first impulse is, you can go with that. So here we go with our first one. As we'll get ID back in just a second. But climb the tallest mountain or swim in the deepest part of the ocean. That's a tough one right off the bat.
Right.
Are we supposed to answer this?
Yeah.
For extremists.
Please do.
Oh, climb.
You'd rather climb to the mountain instead of swim to the...
I'm not going down there.
I'm with you. I
There's
don't trust what's
nothing-
in there.
Nothing down there for me. It's too dark.
It's too dark down there, y'all. Oh, my mom says swim, and
bless you, Janet.
I might have to agree with her because my fear of heights is worse than my fear of the dark.
Oh, that's the worst one for me to come in on, man.
What is it, ID? Climb the tallest mountain or swim in the deepest part of the ocean?
Well, I got a problem. I have to use a nightlight every day, and I'll admit that as a 36-year-old grown man. I don't care what you feel about that. But on top of that, I'm vertically challenged. So it's like, yo,
scared of heights?
Yeah, but like viciously. Like I have like a nightmare that reoccurs like months and months in my life. Like it's bananas.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you
All right,
definitely.
so look. If I had to choose one, then I'm gonna go with the mountain because I can see. Yeah, I mean, like it's bright out there. But if I can't go in the deep blue sea. It ain't even blue down there, man. It's black.
It's black.
See,
dark.
The deep blue sea.
Miles says climb the tallest mountain. JJ Grant says climb. Okay.
You know what's crazy about this whole question is because even if you had to think about sudden death, right? Let's just be real about it. You would rather like pass out and like faint, if you will, compared to suddenly your air tank bursting and suddenly you can't breathe and you just go. Like, come on, man.
I can't. It's too much. It's too much.
Miles
I'm just
says
sweating thinking about it.
Miles says she's so that kind of made it easier for her. Yeah, man. And we're gonna move on to our next one right here. Take your pick, y'all. Let us know. Keep it coming in the comments. Always have to tell the truth or never be able to cancel anything last minute.
Oh my God.
That's a tough one.
But you can never cancel.
Never
ever again.
cancel last minute.
You have to
You have to go if it's last minute.
Is it either or?
Either or. You have to pick one.
It's like, would you rather, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Never be able to cancel last minute.
Or never be able.
I think I'd rather be forced to tell the truth.
I'd always be rather to tell the truth.
Because you
can leave early.
I was gonna say, I'm rather be forced to tell the truth because then I'm just going to tell you that I'm not going to be there before it's last minute, way before last minute.
There
like,
you go.
You'll know as soon as you wake up in the morning, like, yo, he's not going to be here.
I like that.
But so saying you always tell the truth means okay. Sometimes you're going to cancel last minute. That's the
you'll still be able if you tell the truth.
Yeah, I'd rather tell the truth.
Like you might even ask me like, yo, you coming through tonight? You like, you coming through? I'm like, I might cancel last minute.
The truth I heard, but it's initial reaction, and then from there it's just dealing with the truth.
Oh man, as funny as Liar was, what if they made that a movie where the person is just forced to not be able to cancel at all?
That was an epic twist to a movie, though.
I'm just putting it out there.
And I don't really cancel much, but if I need to,
I pray for people to call me last minute and be like, it's just not happening tonight. I'd be like, oh, okay. And then I just like, yes. So excited.
Oh, Miles says always have to tell the truth. My mom says tell the truth even if you have to cancel. Yep. Okay, let's move on to our third one. Take your pick. Never play games or always get to play games, but you lose every time.
What the heck kind of question?
Always.
Can we skip this one?
Who gives the questions?
I put him
The
in there.
stack.
He made that one up though.
That's just on the fly.
He went off the cards.
I might have.
Dead right now.
But I'm going with I'm not playing the game, man. I do not like to lose, or you have not have the opportunity to win. Because if I'm doing this, I'm going to a game and I cannot win the game. So I'd rather not play.
Nah, I play.
You said it's a chance you can't win, right?
Nope. There's a guarantee that you will not win.
You lose every time.
You lose every time.
But see, then you got to start looking for your own wins. Like, how you gonna lose? Maybe I want to lose by 30. All right, man. If I can only lose by like 2, that's not bad.
A win. There you go. Exactly.
I'm gonna take 5 on the under. Call that a dub.
Like today, I didn't get whooped that bad. That's a good day.
Miles said she would rather never play games than go into something where she can lose.
I'd have to go into it, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna go into it knowing that I'm always gonna lose because like I can't not compete. I'm one of those, like I'm a workhorse in that way. Like I have to contribute my energy towards something. Like it could be as simple as you saying, no, I don't need help with carrying these things out of the car, and I could be like, in my brain, I'm like, oh, so what am I, useless? Yep. And I might not always say that, but like I have to put my energy somewhere. So like even if I lose every time, I'd rather play the game.
I agree with you.
Man.
I like to play.
Let's see.
Cause look, watch when it's like the Lotto fam and I win. I'm just gonna be looking at y'all like.
Well, to correct my mom there, always play games even if you lose, because eventually you win. No, there's a guarantee you will lose. There is no chance that you will win if you play.
I think she's agreeing with Patron in the sense that you will win in your heart someday.
The battle within the battle.
What is the term for that? Like a motivational victory, or I don't know what they call it.
Moral victory.
Moral victory.
That's like common law, bro. It's like, yeah, we married now.
That's common law.
We've been dating for 7+ years. We married now. There's like mad states that go for that, Joe.
Yeah, you get married and you're gonna lose.
Bro, are we talking like marriage omens? Because low key,
love is a losing game.
Like you're trying to talk to me right now.
All right, moving on. Take your pick.
Yeah.
This one's a trip. Have someone see all the photos on your phone, or have them read all of your text messages.
Oh, but are the photos excluded? Because there are some photos in the text. See, I'm getting too deep into the questioning.
That's deep. That's a little dark. That's a little dark.
Okay,
you need to go back to the EP. We're gonna reference that back to the EP. Shout out to your EP.
The text for sure.
Yeah, me too. I keep it brief on the text.
Now I'm gonna go with the pictures because I say way too much in text.
I know, right?
My text be
like,
juicy.
see with a picture, you could think of whatever you could think of, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Now with a text message, I can't tell you what you can't read. Like if you're reading this, what I said. But if it's a picture, you can be like, yo, why is your arm around such and such? I'm like, man, you don't see me holding up that wall behind them, bro. It's about to crash. Like, I mean, like it could be anything.
I'm definitely going with the photos, man. But it's really basic on my phone. All the photos are with my cat, so
I got like conversation threads from 2018. I still haven't deleted yet. Like I gotta go with the photos.
So I don't want. It's really safe for me. You just go with You just look at my cat, Just stay off my text.
I feel like I want people to read my text because it's just so full of
bars
tea.
in there.
So much tea. So
you
much.
got some quotables?
Nah, and you know the thing is, I think she's like me in a sense that she doesn't talk crap about anything that wasn't exposed by the said person. So if a person gets upset about what they read about her in her text messages, it's like, well, if you didn't want me talking about it, then why did you let it out the bag? I can already see what her messages would look like. It's like, yeah, you don't get the tea, but it's like, if you don't want to read about yourself, you should back away from that phone.
You know how many times I've said that? You should. What does me and my sister say?
Put that phone down. Fam.
If you don't want to go get dirty, don't go digging.
And I've been with my sister for like 5 years. I ain't never went through her phone, not once, bro. Like, it's just not a thing you do with a black woman. You don't go through that woman's phone, bro.
One of our Facebook users says definitely he's going with the pics. Look at the pics. Don't look at my texts. And Miles says look at all my photos. Don't look at my texts.
Take your pic.
Okay.
Hey, man. See, look, for sure. Shout out to the photos, man. Shout out to the photos, man. Make your own story.
We on to the last one. Last one for Take Your Pick for tonight. Go to the 1970s or go to the 2070s.
Sorry.
1970s.
1970s?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
The 2070s.
I don't know what that holds.
Louise, bro. I'm gonna go with the 20. I'm going with the 2070s. Let's do it. I'm a transformer now.
Okay, transformer.
I think I got the clip for this. I think I got the clip for the episode with that, yo.
He said he's a transformer.
No,
for real. Okay, so look, I got like back problems, right?
I'm just not about going backwards at all.
So you going Patron, you're going to the 2070s.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's whole gang, bro, for real. Like I got like a little like back problems or whatever, but like I told my girl forever ago, I was like, girl, and we watch a lot of Netflix. I'm like, babe, if they really ever come out with like these really bionic spinal cords, I swear on God, I'm buying one. Like on everything I love, I'm gonna have me like a little touch screen back. You feel me? My girl's gonna you're gonna be able to touch screen my back and put me on comfort mode to go to bed. You feel me? Like all that weird stuff. But it's like
everything we got on, everything is retro. So
you dig, bro?
So this is crazy.
I got the phone posits from 2003.
You go to place time, everything you have is retro.
Like, how'd you get that jersey, yo? That's mad. Oh.
Like they don't even make flip flops no more. What's a slide?
I have a feeling they'll still be rocking 1970 music in 2070.
I feel like it's gonna be some post-apocalyptic Mad Max. The Earth is gonna like have a
fighting for petroleum
bite out of it, like
you
know, like
you got a part of
like I don't know. I'm scared.
Yo, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be a real problem when they start putting robots in cartoons. That's when you know it's over.
Robots in cartoons.
I'm trying to tell y'all when they start putting robots in cartoons. Look, you heard it first on this episode of Fresh Juice. Because when we reference back to it, I want y'all to pull this episode up and be like, yo, didn't ID say that they was gonna put robots in cartoons?
But what is Bender? What is Bender?
And Futurama.
Right, Bender, Futurama, yeah. That's a robot in a cartoon.
Rosie.
No, I mean like iRobot. Y'all like trying to play me right now. I mean like iRobot, fully synthetic robots, fam. Like whole episode.
Oh, you mean like all the cast is gonna be robots?
Everybody, yep, the whole cast. You might even hear it on the. On the credits. This show brought to you by.
Let's see. My mom says 1970s. She says, "Hey, 1970s."
Yeah, me and Janet are kicking it.
Miles says, "Go to 2017."
This is like 5 years ago.
My bad. But as soon as you said 7, I got you.
It was a good time.
ID's on crazy tonight. Love it.
Red light special.
That's your Take Your Pick for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for playing. We're going to get to another joint from Jenna, and this one also coming off of that EP, I Have Good Taste, but for some reason, I Like You. And you got this joint called Freak. Woo! That's self-explanatory.
Hold on. Listen, before we play this record, I need to know if you're like, freak, or like Usher like freak.
Freak out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know where I'm at with it. But it's just like I don't know where you at with it.
It's about a one night stand.
Ooh.
Lord have mercy.
So
he really was Mr. Right now, not right, Mr. Right.
He was. It was.
Heard that.
Mm-hmm.
So this one night stand, if I may pry just a little bit, is this something that was a bad experience, or in the reference of the music, or was it a good experience in the reference of the music?
It was a good experience. It was just
okay. Let's run it.
It's just fun. There's no anger here.
Sounds good.
Record. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was it made years ago, or is this a recent record?
This is also pretty old.
Okay. Is everything on that EP?
It's pretty old.
Okay. So anything?
It was in the vault. I'm currently working on new things, but
if I may ask, also, do you write these things not when you're feeling them? You know, obviously because of this song.
Right.
But in general, like, do you write them like within a certain period of when you experience the emotional feel, or do you wait for the moment to pass? Do you?
It's okay. So how I personally do it, we went to the board and we were just messing around on on the guitar and the piano and stuff. We came up with a beat, and then I just go home and just how I'm feeling. I just hear something and I'm like, this song sounds like this. And so I wasn't necessarily going through that breakup or that situation with Tell Me Why or any of the other songs at that given time. But for some reason, when I was listening to the record, the track, it felt like
the energy was still there.
Right. So
okay.
All right. Well, we're about to get freaky, y'all, on Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. New record from Jenna off of the EP.
That's out
I
there.
Have Good Taste. But for some reason,
he's right there.
I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna ask you twice. If you're feeling this, you should come home with me tonight. I've had my eyes on you. Not hard, just tell me what you wanna do. Are you gonna be my baby tonight? Touch me. You're making me feel hot inside. Making me feel hot. Kiss me. Don't hold me, be my freak tonight. Touch me. You're making me feel hot inside. Kiss me. You're ready to go. I can see you understand. Taking off all the clothes, things are going just as planned. I played this game before. Don't worry, your heart's not what I'm looking for. We're strangers in love, but just one night. Touch me. You're making me feel hot inside. Making me feel hot. Kiss me. Don't hold me, be my freak tonight. Touch me. You're making me feel hot inside. Kiss me. Touch me. Making me feel hot. Kiss me. Be my freak tonight.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh.
Come on, y'all.
Jenna,
seen you.
Frank, and you just got some of the tail end of ID's dancing, y'all. It was off
Man,
screen.
look. Look. I mean, I'm gonna get some other bottles over here, but look. I'm gonna get some other bottles to show y'all. But look, I had to get my Dame Dash on for a minute. and hit him with the like he was on the boat on the one Jay-Z video on Big Pimpin' when he was like,
Okay,
yeah, hit him real quick with that. You know what I'm saying? But I was there, bro. That song had me going, fam.
You were gigging. I recorded it because I loved it.
You were getting down.
Oh Lord have mercy! I was in here going crazy. I was trying not to wait to
Yeah, he was getting down tonight.
Yeah, you gotta let me get on stage when you perform that on God.
Absolutely. I need that energy.
For real. That
Oh
was
my
jam.
God.
That
I
was
love
my jammy jam.
Oh man! Speaking of energy, you're about to bring it to the Capitol Hill block party.
I am. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very
Very dope.
excited.
That's a good look.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Cafe Racer.
Cafe Racer. Okay.
July 22nd at 8:30.
Okay.
What are y'all selling at Cafe Racer?
What?
No, Capitol Hill block party. You know that's an annual block party in Capitol Hill where they have a bunch
Okay.
of artists.
Never been.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As you can see, the lineup for this week.
It looks like a rave. That was crazy.
Like Danny Brown and
Flo Milli.
Let's see, IDK.
Yep.
Got a lot of EDM artists. It looks like this.
Yeah,
week.
Diplo.
Danny Brown over there joint. That's what's up, bro. They got some headbangers out that joint. Diplo.
And you also got Jenna.
No, brother,
I'll be
I
there.
can't wait.
No,
And I'm trying. I'm trying to see where touch me because I'm about to be. I'm
gotta
trying,
bring
look,
him on
it's like, yo, who's the dude taking all his clothes off every time she says touch me? I'm like, look, man, he just knows her. It's just like he's on the podcast. Like he's
No, you're gonna be on stage. I'm gonna call you up. Yes, I love it.
Why did you stop? No.
You gotta do John Travolta on
Can't
that.
stop, man. That's all, man. It's infectious, yo. You know what's crazy about me thinking about this song is like, yo, the 8 year, I keep thinking about 8. The 8 years you told me that it was so long ago that these records were so vibrant in your life. I'm thinking to myself, where was I 8 years? Excuse me, where was I 8 years ago? What kind of music was I influenced by when it gave me that kind of feeling? And I think about like Carlos Santana and stuff like that. But it's like there's just certain records that make you want to start cooking something and dancing, and it's just you have some really infectious vibes in your music, and you do kind of catch the intimacy in there. Like I want to throw on a leather jacket and do like a final dance with the starring actress of the singer or whoever's in the music video and dance in the street in the rain and all that kind. Because you kind of would see that in these kind of old school songs, and you know they have a scene in the cafe where she kind of maybe smears some food on his face and runs out the door, and then he chases it, and all of a sudden the rain comes and they're dancing in the rain. It's like that's one of those kind of songs, and it was really fed my soul. I love that record.
Oh, thank you.
For real.
Thank you. That's so nice.
For real.
And speaking of Carlos Santana, I remember reading this earlier this week. He passed out on stage.
Say what?
no.
Due to heat exhaustion.
Oh my God! Whoa.
Where?
Says,
It wasn't Seattle.
No.
That's crazy. I hope he's all right, man.
Shouts out to his lead singer Tony Lindsay.
Yeah, I remember we just got
There was a
done
music
his
festival in
singer,
Napa, in Napa, California.
That's crazy, man. Well,
I mean, I'm actually
performing.
y'all seen these.
And I thought about that. We had his lead singer on here a couple weeks ago.
yeah, about a month ago. Yeah. And on that note, guys, I need to catch a break, take a breath. So we're gonna pay a couple bills and be right back in a couple of minutes. When we come back, we're gonna ID the question, y'all. So probe your minds and see what is going on in that head of his. I mean, you see how he's dancing. Whatever question comes
You know his body. Let's go into his mind.
Something's gonna go down. So stay right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
What's the big old deal? It's your boy OG Mambo. Take a sip of this fresh juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Something amazing happens when you buckle a seatbelt. It's kind of magic when we put our phones out of reach, like in the glove compartment, or give extra room for someone on their bike. That little act of stopping to let someone cross the street, it's a thing of beauty. Even getting a ride home after drinking is quite heroic. Because doing all the little things plays a huge role in keeping us safe on the road. Together, we get there. A message from the Washington Traffic Safety Commission.
1, 2, get down. What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Petro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
See a bad
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam. Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at the local Filipino community, Phil Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news. Kaya always tune in, Phil Radio, every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
Hey y'all, it's TEV on Fresh Juice with D Money, Pint Size Patron ID Yourself, only on Rainier Avenue Radio. Tune in.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, new music out of New York by Duncan Daniels.
I like that. Smooth.
That was nice. Really nice. I mean, that was no Siri Black, Let the World Unite, but that was dope. And I'm not trying to throw shade or nothing, but I feel like now every like reggae song for the rest of this 24-hour period that I hear is gonna have like Siri Black featuring like Jenna on it. Like I gotta get all this energy on every Islander song I know. Like, oh man, just oh.
Yeah, we've definitely been dipping into the soul tonight. A little bit less on the hip hop, but you can always check out hip hop and R&B on Fresh Juice every Wednesday night.
Sir.
9 to 11. And disco.
Apparently.
And disco.
Yes.
Don't forget the disco. We love the disco. Sometimes we do some pop, and then sometimes we do international artists, national artists, but we also represent our local artists as well right here in Seattle. So, of course, it's myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
ID yourself, you heard.
And, of course, we got Jenna here in the studio, spelled JNA. And if we want to find you on those socials, where do we need to go?
So I am on Instagram as Jenna Music 213. Also Facebook, same Jenna Music 213, and I'm on TikTok. I'm very active on TikTok.
Instagram of your 11-year-old.
Yeah, he hates me.
All I can think about is her 11-year-old in the back. I'm like, my mom is talking about her TikTok again.
But my handle is that crazy A-word mom.
Okay.
Crazy A-word mom. Yeah. So
what is
check me out.
What is the 213?
California.
It's not. It's like my brain.
Explain.
I can't explain it. So
you can't explain it.
I can't. So
no, I kind of get it, because when I take photos for people, they're like, "Oh, can you take this photo of me and my family?" I go 1, 2, 27, and they're like, "What?" And then they all laugh, and I take a picture, and it's cool. But then like the next person that comes up, they're like, "Hey, can you hold my phone? Take a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, 1, 2, 4," and they laugh too. But it's like, sometimes it's just the way your brain goes. You know what I'm saying?
it's literally just I just did.
You typed in 2, 1, 3. You're like, "Yep, that's enough."
213 wasn't taken.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why he's D Money 1.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're just. I tried to check the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
D Money Juice 1 on Instagram for me, and it's on Facebook and Twitter. It's just D Money Juice.
I'm gonna be MP3 Mouth on IG.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. It's D Money Juice on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's D Money Juice.
You know how hard it is to get all of your same names?
It's hard.
ID yourself is hard to get all of the
It'll be
social
original.
media accounts.
There is a D Money Juice that's not even being used on Instagram, so that's why.
That's what makes me mad. Them joints, we don't even ask this. I'm like, fam, can we contact the big wigs with this joint?
And then I get while we're in the same spirit of Patron, where are you at?
Pint Size Patron, PINT SIZE Patron.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at
Very
MP3
easy,
Mouth.
Yeah, no
MP3
competition for that one.
Mouth.
All right.
Yeah, mine was easy. MP3 Mouth was easy to find too. That was good for me.
So now we're going to get a question from, speaking of the mouth of ID yourself with an ID. The question.
If you're ready, we spoke briefly about relationships and
we did
heartstrings and things of this nature. And so I'm going to ask you something with like, hey, love, you know better. Sorry about that, y'all.
I thought that was the question. I was like, what?
Hey, love, you know better. Okay. Well, her EP title would say so.
Right. So basically my question is this. If you can take out all the names in these scenarios, would be great for all like anonymity.
Okay.
But I want to know and this is fun. This is gonna be fun for everybody. What was your shortest relationship and how did it end? Like, I don't want to know why it ended, but how did it end? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna jump it off just to kind of keep it nice and bubbly and fun. I was dating a chick when I first came from California, and I moved to Tacoma, Washington, and I was in my freshman year of high school, and this girl happened to live maybe around 4 blocks down the street from me, right? And so we wouldn't necessarily walk to school together, but we'd always be like, at some point down the street from one another walking home, I'd see her behind me or in front of me or something, right? At a certain point, we started catching up and talking or whatever, started dating. We dated for maybe a week. I mean, not even longer than that. This chick took the firearm from her parents' side drawer. Now follow this dark path. Knocked on my little, the baseboard windows that you get when you have a mid-entry level crib?
Mm-hmm.
So she would knock on she knocked on the baseboard windows and came to the back door, and she told my mama and like my family that she was gonna harm herself if I didn't tell her that I'd be her boyfriend.
Wow.
Because we was talking, we was you know what I'm saying? We was talking, like, it wasn't like we weren't talking.
You were a freshman in high school?
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school.
Mm.
But like, I think that's like adrenaline pumped, testosterone filled,
Well, I don't want you to think that is
driven.
normal. That's definitely not.
And this woman was ready to give me all of her. You dig? And so I was just like, that's too soon for me. I was a late bloomer in general, but like this was when I was like 16, and I didn't lose mine until I was like 19. So it's like in general, it just wasn't the time for me to be doing all this in my mind. And so when she came with the glizzy, my mom was like, "Yo, we got those, but what are you doing here?" Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like my mom went into straight like mom mode, and so like it was a situation where we had to call the police and tell them about the parents because it wasn't her firearm. And I mean, obviously it wasn't her firearm. She was 16.
Mama
called what happened?
Yeah. Well,
the police. I called the police, bro. No, I called the police when I seen her at my window with a gun, fam.
And the sad thing is that young lady is she was probably dealing with some health issues in her.
Like my mom was like, "Who called the police?" Like my mom was out there with her gun, and she was like, "Well, I need to put my gun up because it's
a learned behavior for sure."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like my mom was trying to protect her family. But she didn't know it wasn't an adult.
Ooh, who wants to follow that one up?
I'll follow. I'll go.
I thought it would be a lot funner than that. Y'all like
it got dark. It got really dark.
Well, because I've been there. I've definitely dealt with the suicidal chick, and that's not fair to anybody. Like,
they had to put her in. They had to put her in what you call it, like the old state of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hopefully, it turned out safe for everybody.
Yeah, she's all right. To this day, she's okay, but she had to be, professionally taken care of to make sure she was not going to harm herself or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It was a real situation.
Okay.
I'll go.
I'll go.
I don't know if you could really call this a relationship, but I was in 6th grade.
That's a situationship. We can go with that.
I was such a little ugly duckling. My mom was very rude and would send me to school in like super oversized uniforms and, like the thick leggings down to the ankles. Like, she didn't want anybody, just make me.
Gave you all the butt curtains.
Yeah, just so unattractive. So I was teased on a regular basis, boys didn't really look at me ever. But then one day, a guy, and I'm gonna name him too, Cedric.
Cedric.
He wasn't an entertainer, was he?
Cedric, you are on blast right now.
We're friends.
I'm just saying you catching a stray right now.
But
thank ID for this.
We were in secret. He was like, "Hey, you want to be my girlfriend?" And I was like, "Yes." Oh my god! And he was like, "You can't tell anybody. You can't tell nobody."
Oh, he wanted a secret.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Okay, I won't tell anybody. I'm just secret safe with me." He's like, "All right, you're my girlfriend now." I was like, "Cool." 20 minutes later, of course, I cannot keep my mouth shut. I was excited, and I'm down the hall. I'm like, "Man, Cedric's my boyfriend now." I'm telling all my girlfriends, and he comes around the corner, and he sees me, he hears me, and he's just like, and I was like, "No, wait, I wasn't telling."
Damn, bro.
Like a 20-minute relationship. It was the shortest
bro.
relationship I've ever had.
Shout out to Cedric.
Yeah.
Yo, Cedric, my bad that she couldn't hold water, fam.
He lost.
Oh, but you got this wrong.
Yeah, I guess when I was like in middle school, man, on AIM, I asked this chick out.
He said on AIM.
Yeah, I asked this chick out. We was talking. We was young and hot on AIM, and I definitely asked her out. And then she was like, I think she was like, "Let me get back to you." And then when she hit me back I think it was either the next day or that night, and I was like, "Yeah," I think I pulled out, and I was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna." I'm taking the question off the table basically because
what
I feel like
she was trying to play you.
No, I feel like she wanted to ask her friends to see what they thought. And so when she came back,
come on, man. You know they always got the.
And ironically,
before you heard me.
And ironically, I seen her, and then she's married to some dude that looked like me, and I was like, dang.
Yo, Patron, you don't believe that every woman. Patron, you don't believe that every woman has like a committee.
Yeah.
Every girl got like a committee, yeah. I mean, and they
you know what I mean? Like they
just
try to put you in a silhouette. It's just
we
who I
all
want.
do it, even if it's in middle school or we're in 40 years.
They consult the committee.
That's how it's gotta go.
But yeah, I want to. Yeah. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, my relationship even been real quick or real long?
Real long.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
I don't do no 3-4 months.
It's just, no. It's like, are we doing it? That's what I told my husband. I was like, when we first started dating, I was like, so what are we doing?
What are we doing?
But I see you getting gossipy in these questions, man. That's what's up, man. Break them out of the box.
Spicy stuff, you know. We had a good guest this week. I had to figure something good out.
Hey, that's respect. So mine's not that really interesting. It was just a 3-month thing. And it was she was in Portland. I'm in Seattle. And after a couple of dates where we visited each other, she just got busy. So just said I can't do this anymore. So and then that was it. You know?
Yeah, that's the new way. That's the new way it goes.
Yeah, so
that's not
got
juicy.
busy.
It's not. I said it was boring. It's not like IDs, that's for sure.
Nah, we wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wasn't gonna speak on suicidal chick at all. I'll let you. That's you.
But you know, it's crazy. It was the only. That was maybe one of only a couple of short relationships in my life. Like kind of Patron was saying, you know, I'm either in a relationship for a really, really long time, or I'm not really messing with it at all. Like when I was single before my relationship right now, I was single for like 7 years straight because the three relationships before that were from 3 different chicks in 3 different cities and 3 different ethnicities, and they all cheated on me.
Oh,
and so it's just like at a certain point, I kind of like 3 strikes, I'm out. And so it's like, and then now with my current woman, I just had my firstborn child. We've been together for around 5 years now. In September.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I even sold my guns.
Everybody been cheated on before.
Every relationship.
I think everybody's been cheated on before, and that's like another thing. You know, a lot of people don't really, as parents, it's hard to even like be ready for that, for your kid to go through that, because a lot of people don't know how to help somebody go through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Except for my husband, who's watching. He better.
Yo, is he listening right now?
Yeah.
Otherwise, he might be the title of the next
EP, bro.
Hey, I need to turn the jokes off.
No,
He's over here.
We good.
All right, we're gonna squeeze in a record real quick. One more record by Flying Lotus, and they got a new record, The Room / You Don't Know. It's a double single, so we're gonna play The Room featuring Devin Tracy. So check out this new one from Flying Lotus right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. And when we come back, hey, it's about time to wrap it up.
There's a side of me identified. Watch me fall again deep in your eyes. Why do I fall in love too easily? You made me soft. I'm down on my knees and again and again.
Flying Lotus, The Room, featuring a Devin Tracy. It's off of a double single, The Room / You Don't Know.
I like that.
Flying Lotus.
I
right
love
now.
I love a good false. Sorry, my bad, brother. I love a good falsetto. That was good. That do it all again. Like that was really hypnotic in my brain. Like I loved that record. That was good.
Yeah, the gravity's
It's
tough on that.
mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we have a few minutes left here. We have an interesting question from the viewing audience. So a Facebook user wants to know, how do you as an artist find your mental center before you go on stage?
So I already know who wrote that question.
Well, they didn't sign their name.
I feel like I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I feel like it's my sister. She always like whenever I do things, she like comes with the probing like. She's like an interviewer. Anyway,
call her, probe the question.
Yeah. How do I, as an artist, find my mental center? I do a lot of meditating. It's something that I've recently this past year got into. And it really helps relax me, calm me down, because I get so nervous, like to the point where I want to vomit. I get really nervous. And so I have to like calm down and sit in a corner and like just breathe and just kind of say some affirmations to myself. And then just remember that, you know, just to have fun. It sounds stupid, but just that I'm having fun. So
it's most important.
Yeah.
Okay, we got an answer. It's harp.
Oh, harp. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not my sister. But hello.
Hi, harp. Do you
I
play
know
the
who
harp?
that is. Actually, as a matter of fact, he plays quite a few instruments. If that's who I think it is, and he's very, very musically inclined.
Well, that's dope. Thank you, harp. And if you all have one more question for Jenna before we bounce here, make sure you throw that in. But what's next? You said you're working on another project of newer music. So
yes.
What direction are you going with it?
I'm still staying with the funk, disco-y kind of stuff. But it's interesting that we freak. It's interesting that what ID said about having closure to something, because you know, I was dealing with all these relationship traumas with that EP, and now my husband and I we don't drink. And it used to be like we used to very much be active on Capitol Hill, and you know, we had our late 20s kind of thing. But now we're a sober household and all that. So now I'm finding myself writing about a lot of partying. So maybe I'm like trying to bring closure to that part of my life. It's all fun and upbeat stuff, but yeah, there's like, you know, on the dance floor partying, that kind of.
Yeah, I just want to jump in on that real quick. In 4 days, I'll be 100 days sober.
Oh, congratulations!
Happy birthday, but happy.
Congratulations, man.
That's amazing.
I appreciate that for real. And honestly, I had one relapse within the first 30 days of me doing this. And I don't ever not say that, because I like for people to account for their faults within their triumph. And one of the things I do within like me saying affirmations to myself is when I make a slip up of any proportion, I try to say, you know, like if I'm late for work, I'll say, you know, thank you for waiting for me instead of sorry for being late. You know, so if you reverse a lot of things in your mind to be as positive as possible, you will be as positive as possible. So
100%.
You know, with my slip up, you know, I haven't had another since then. And you know, that's what 90 some odd days being, you know, absolutely straight clean, not one sip. And my sister's birthday recently was at a bar, and I went up in there and I felt good about it, ordering my water and my lemon slices and everything. So it was cool.
Yes.
That's amazing. Congratulations. It's hard.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, it's a powerful move to be able to do that. So like when you said, you know, we have this household and we have this and that, and it's like, I know that me and my girl conformed our household to that for me. And so when we have oodles of sugar snacks, because I need that to kind of weaned off, because I'm only 100 days in, which seems like a lot, but it's only 3 months and some change. But you know, it's still hard, you know, sometimes just being in the middle of the night, sometimes being bored, sometimes being places where I don't want to be, sometimes anxiety, sometimes nervousness. It just depends. But meditation helps, you know. I'm teaching my 7-year-old how to smudge the house with the sage and stuff, so all that's helping.
especially a culture we live in. It's just like,
oh yeah,
let's just go drink.
Well, you were talking about you was getting it in on Capitol Hill, and then I was thinking it was a different time too. Like now it's like people don't really get up and dance like that.
And I've never been to Capitol Hill, but Patron would know, like at a place we have called Jake's, you know, we had a really big dance floor and there would be a lot of people there a lot of times, and I really enjoyed myself in this venue specifically.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I was gonna ask you though, if do you feel like when you make music, the goal is to get people back onto the dance floor? Or
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the goal.
I'm even if like I'm not singing or performing, I'm like just a social butterfly. Like,
also you grew up. You said you grew up from here, and you're from here, so it's like, do you feel like this area does it allows for that freedom?
No, Seattle's grungy.
It's a different vibe.
It is.
Do you have anything that
when you go down south, things jump a little bit easier. Like it gets
so
crunk.
easy.
They get crunk.
No, up here it's called, what is it? The Seattle Freeze.
Yeah.
And that whole aspect.
You got the nodding of the heads.
Yeah.
Right. We nod like affectionately though, but still.
I don't even think we do that.
Affectionately, he said.
Make yourself a little too serious.
We're trying to give y'all some credit. Like,
give the tilt back.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it has to ever slow down for you? I understand that like you kind of seem like you walk with a sense of a high pace, you know, like when you're walking down the south, you look like you're going somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But like in general, like do you ever slow down the pace of your music? Will we catch any of your slower BPMs in this project? Will you have that and maybe a project later on after?
I'm trying to. I'm trying.
No. I wouldn't even want you to try if you don't feel that in you. I was just curious.
No, it is something that I want to do. I feel like I gravitate a lot towards just that upbeat, you know, everybody's moving, but I do want to I don't want to be pegged or put into a, you know.
Well, that's why I asked you about that freak song. Like when you have these titles, they're really heavy, and with the way you are, you seem like a really deep, like, you know what I'm saying, person in general. And so I'm just trying to make sure I get a good sense of what we're gonna have to expect. But that's really cool, like how you kind of take the sense of your personal spirit and put it into music as the tempo and as the standard. And
slow songs, they do like a fast paced remix to it anyway.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. In club setting. Yeah.
So are we at the point where we have a title to the project? Or
no,
we're not there yet. So
I was like, is it gonna be like the last one?
Release, so yeah. Okay. Okay.
But it will be clever.
Like, I still have bad decisions or something. I don't know.
I still have bad decisions.
Still making bad choices, yeah. Maybe my taste isn't that great.
Oh man, no alcohol, only chasers or something.
Correction, taste is actually bad.
Oh snap.
Well, we are almost out of time. So before we bounce here, Jenna, is there anything that you want to say before we bounce?
No, just thank you so much for having me. I really was super nervous. Yes, I do.
Real quick, are you gonna have a music video like that we can know about for the next project?
I will let you know. I haven't. No, I haven't.
Okay, I'm trying to get all my questions about this other project that as I came up. Go ahead.
Yes, but that's totally in the works. Some visuals, some stuff. I'm trying to have some like fun dance music for New Year's.
Because the video stuff that you did, all those colors was just crazy.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's turn the page to next week, and we will have Abstractin here in the studio with us. It's a duo. I think nice. We had one of them a couple of weeks ago, Debraj. He checked in with us virtually when Caleb Brown was here. So
the brothers.
Yeah. We'll have them. And then from LA, we will have FYI. So I don't know if that stands for your information or what, but we'll find out next week on the 13th of July, 9 to 11 p.m. right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue.
I was gonna say maybe it's just his kid's initials.
Hey, I started a trend,
y'all. For real. We have to tag her if it really becomes true.
So speaking of for your information, let's get all this other stuff out of the way. Facebook group, go we'll watch the show on there. Follow that, facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia, facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia, Spotify playlist, all the music on tonight's program and past editions, Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Fresh Juice Mix 2022 on Spotify. We're on IG and Twitter. You can follow us there at Fresh Juice Media. Fresh Juice Media on IG and Twitter. Pics from the show, videos, clips from the show, and future guest announcements there. Past editions of the show on audio, go to mixcloud.com/freshjuicepodcast for some archives. Mixcloud.com/freshjuicepodcast. Of course, everything Linktree, Fresh Juice Media. That includes our YouTube channel right there of all of our clips.
Air out the clip.
Fresh Juice
Let's go.
Media. The Neon Ghost Show is next after the program at 11 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio. But as always, tonight's juice was some delicious grape and cran grape, what it called. And thank you, Miles, for tuning in always. Thank you for the great time.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate all the Facebook users as well. Harp, my mom, and everyone else who, and JJ Grand, and everyone else who tuned in
all
tonight.
The Norwegians, shout out to them.
Yep, Norwegians, yep. And Sherry Black, we'll get her in a couple weeks. And keep stepping that fresh juice, and peace.